I actually got this from a tip from one of my followers. He watches my videos. I try to follow his content. And he shared with me, hey, what do you think about this Don Diego situation? And then I took a look into it on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting because the Instagram post said that, okay, it's a bunch of males harassing her. I'm thinking, why are a bunch of males harassing her? It just seems really strange. I hope, no one is really, threatening her, as I think the message alluded to. But then I saw this accusation of shill bidding. So I could start with you, Coach Co. What are your thoughts about this? And then I'll go to Cartel about what he thinks.
Yeah. So the video in question, and I don't know if you're going to link it below or if people are going to search it up, but the video shows that they're but being Don Diego and Pokemon Radar, I believe, or Poke Radar. I don't know if it's which one it
Co,
is.
I apologize. I don't want to interrupt you, but of the three of us, am I correct in saying you probably were familiar with her, right? Because of the Pokemon
Yeah,
content?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay,
I
cool.
follow I followed her,
Because
and so I saw her post before I saw the video. And I mean, I've definitely seen a lot of women in the hobby be mistreated by men, whether it be like downgrading their opinion or go stick to like I get ridiculous comments, so I can only imagine, and I've seen what women get in the hobby, and it's unfortunate. Um, this situation was ignited by the suspected shill bidding. The video, it looks it looks damning. Like I didn't watch the 5 hours of this video, but the clip that they pulled looks damning. Um, she says, "Oh, I didn't want to win," or wasn't it was what was the actual quote that came out of her mouth? It was like, "Oh, I can't
our
believe I won that," or
no,
Or I accidentally
our
bid on it or
no, no,
something.
but guys went, are we with question mark? And then it was, I accidentally bid.
yeah, yeah. So what I find interesting about that, so do I think that she was intentionally shill bidding? It's tough, man. It's really tough. What I find interesting though is that Raul touched upon this like 2 weeks before, 3 weeks maybe. The line 21 in Heritage Auctions terms and conditions states that anyone who has stuff in the auction can, in fact, bid on their own items. So, technically speaking, if it was a shill bid, there it was perfectly legal. So, I'm saying I don't know if this was. I mean, by the video, it looks like a shill bid. That's what I'm saying. By that specific piece of content, it looks like a shill bid. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was an accident. I don't know if she was. I don't know. I've seen videos people say that she was ranking her favorite potato chips or something and like accidentally clicked the button. I have no idea what happened. But what I do know is that I find it very interesting, plain and simple. I find it very interesting that we're seeing the terms and conditions from Heritage kind of like masking this whole situation. And realistically speaking, I don't think Heritage has to say anything about this situation, which I find particularly, I don't know, kind of eerie. Like that something like this is brought to light or commented on, and no one needs to say anything about it.
Yeah, and before Cartel goes on, line 21, it states from Heritage, I'm on their website, or I just got their PDF. The auctioneer, its affiliates, or their employees consign items to be sold in the auction and may bid on those lots or any other lots. And how I got to this through my research is actually you, Cartel. We were having an off the line conversation when Coach Co brought me in on the podcast, and we are just talking 10 minutes, and you said, hey, I heard something about Heritage, right? So then I'm like, okay, how can I corroborate this? And then I saw this line item in Heritage. So that's what I observed. So what are your thoughts about all of this?
So, gentlemen, a lot of diplomacy and a lot of niceties going on everywhere, left and right, all over Instagram and here. The interesting part about this is that this wraps up very nicely what your story arc has been lately, your season story arc, Rahul, which is about the auction houses and their policies and the fact that people have not that they don't have this knowledge of the policies, and or they've not been paying attention. And now a very bright light is being shined on it. So first and foremost, Ryan collection. This is a gentleman that I think more than a few of us have a lot of respect for. I made it a point to get into his live about this conversation. You can get into a lot of deep philosophical conversations if you want to about this situation. But I would say why. This was pretty blatant. If you frame it in terms of the fact that there are these policies that not a lot of people are aware of, nothing technically wrong or illegal was done. What you heard was, look, idea in the elections live, which